Well, it's 7 days off. We got a little bit accomplished. We got the transmission shifting now. Got the carburetor not leaking and running good. But we got no brakes. So I'm not able to test drive it to see if the transmission is going to pull on its own power. It'll run good on the jack stands or on the jack. But I'll fire her up and show you a little bit of, let me show you a little bit of other stuff. I thought my transmission pan was leaking, but it didn't end up being the pan. I'll flip this camera around and show you what I'm talking about. All that was holding my speedometer gear in was that nut and a washer. It didn't have the fork on it that holds it in, so I had some scrap aluminum hanging around, and I made me a fork. And it ain't the prettiest, but the pan and transmission is full of fluid now, and it's not leaking anymore. So that'll do me till I can get me a fork, or it might last like that another 60 years. Who knows? But when I get it running, I gotta be able to get it to outside and on a car wash and clean it up. Got no brakes, so we started juicing up the bolts so we can decide which way we're gonna go with the, I don't know if I want to go 5 lug, or if I'm gonna stay 6 and just go disc brakes in the front. But that old girl's seen her last day, so got the new radiator in. Needed a new filler neck. When we went to taking everything apart, that was completely full of calcium buildup. Nasty stuff. Let's see if I can find the old one. I did manage to demolish my shop again. Got it a mess. Yeah, this was the old filler neck. You can see it's completely full. And there was another surprise. It was 8 out also. So we picked that up, replaced the thermostat, put a 160-degree thermostat on there, and rebuilt the carburetor. I didn't have the float set right, so we put it on and it was shooting gas out. Plus it was leaking out of the vacuum secondary pump. I didn't know it was leaking there, so I didn't rebuild the whole carburetor. I just kind of fixed parts that was leaking and put it back on after I spent all that time with that one gasket I pulled off that carburetor. I didn't want to mess with it, and we wanted to see if we could get it running and if the transmission was going to function, and see if we were even going to stay with this motor and transmission, or if we were going to go a different route. Well, we got her running. She just won't stop nowhere, so I got her jacked up. We'll fire it off and I'll let you see the transmission working. So now I got to decide which way I'm gonna go. Stay 6 lug with power disc in the front and eventually disc in the back too, or go 5 lug. So got some decision to make. But until next time, appreciate you watching.